So what is a matrix? We're going to say like matrix A is going to be a collection of numbers, and it's represented like this with two hard brackets, and let's say it's a collection of numbers 1, 4, 6, 8, 2, 12, 8, 9, 10. Okay? That's an example of a matrix. Now, a matrix has rows and it has columns. 1 row, 2 row, 3 row. This is going to be row 1, row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay? So the order of a matrix is just going to be its rows times its columns. So if I wanted to find the order of matrix A, then that would be its rows 3 times its columns 3. So the order of matrix A is 3 by 3. It's a 3 by 3 matrix. That's how we would designate it. Okay? Now we can also reference specific elements or specific items within that matrix. So we would denote A, the row 2, the column 3, and that would denote the location of row 2, column 3, which in this case would be 12. Okay? If I want to find what is located at row 3, column 3, find row 3, column 3, and meet them together, that's going to be the number 10. Okay? Let's give us another example. B, matrix B, is 1, and that's it. What is the order of matrix B? Well, the order is rows times columns. It has one row, it's got one column, so it's a 1 by 1 matrix. There you go. First, we're going to look at adding, that's dad. We're going to look at adding and subtracting matrices. So let's say I give you matrix A equals 2, 3, 5, negative 4, and I give you matrix B equals 7, 4, negative 3, 5. Okay? Then if I add matrix A to matrix B, I'm going to have a new matrix, and the order of the matrix is preserved, so it's going to be another 2 by 2 matrix. And I just add the individual elements together. So at position 1, 1, I'm going to have 2 plus 7. At position 1, 2, I'm going to have 3 plus 4. At position 2, 1, I'm going to have 5 plus negative 3. And at position 2, 2, I'm going to have negative 4 plus 5. And when I evaluate that, that's going to give me a 2 by 2 matrix of 9, 7, 2, negative 1. That is the resultant from adding these two matrices. Now instead, I might be able to subtract these two matrices. So now let's do that. If I replace this minus sign, this plus sign with a minus sign, okay? The process is very similar. It's going to retain its order, and it's going to be the single element subtracted from its corresponding element in the other matrix. So we're going to have 2 minus 7, 3 minus 4, 5 minus negative 3, and negative 4 minus 5. And that is going to bring us to a 2 by 2 matrix of negative 5, negative 1, 8, and negative 9. And that is our resultant in this case. Now what we can also do is we can multiply a matrix by a constant multiple. So what we can do is, what is 4 times A? Well, that's going to equal the matrix A, and each element in that matrix is multiplied by 4. So 4 times 2, 4 times 3, 4 times 5, and 4 times negative 4. And that is going to result in a 2 by 2 matrix, yet again, of 8, 12, 20, and negative 16. That's what we get when we do a constant multiple. Okay, we can also have something where we multiply a matrix by another matrix. So let me give you two matrices to multiply for our example. One matrix is going to be 2, 5, 6, and another matrix B is going to be 3, 4, 5. Okay? So now let's try and understand the order of these matrices. Here we have one row, 3 columns. So this is going to be a 1 by 3 matrix. That's going to be the order of matrix A. And here we have 3 rows by 1 column. So this is going to be a 3 by 1 matrix, matrix B. Okay, so some preconditions before we do any matrix multiplication. If we, for example, wanted to do A multiplied by B, we are going to need to compare the order of those matrices. So the order of matrix A is going to be a 1 by 3 matrix, and the order of matrix B is also going to be a 3 by 1 matrix, okay? So in order for us to successfully multiply matrices, the second number in the order of matrix A, let me say again, the second number in the order of the first matrix has to equal the first number in the order of the second matrix. So if you draw it out like this, the two numbers that are closer need to be exactly the same, okay? Also, if we look at the two outer numbers, we can look at those and realize that they are a determinant of the order of our resulting matrix, okay? So what I mean by that is after we perform this multiplication, A times B, the resulting matrix that we're going to get is going to be a 1 by 1 matrix. We're going to take the outer numbers and we're going to put them here to get the final order of our resultant matrix, okay? Now let's take a look at the other example. What if I instead wanted to multiply the matrix B times the matrix A? So we're looking at the opposite order, okay? So let's do our little hullabaloo with the order first and foremost. So matrix B has order 3 by 1. Matrix A has order 1 by 3. So we're going to look at the two closest numbers. If these two numbers are the same, then we are good to multiply. 1 equals 1, so we are indeed good to multiply. Then we're going to look at the outer numbers, okay? We're going to bring 1 down here, and we're going to bring the other down here. So our resultant matrix from this multiplication is going to be a 3 by 3 matrix, okay? So let's start with the matrix multiplication of matrix A times matrix B. How is that going to work out? So whenever we multiply matrices, we always multiply rows times columns, okay? Now remember the little hullabaloo we did for this. We determined that the resultant here would be a 1 by 1 matrix. So we're going to keep that in mind. Anyway, what we mean when we say row times column is we take the items in the first row of column A and we multiply them by the items in the first column of column B. Okay, so let's demonstrate that in action. A times B is going to equal the first item in row 1 of A, 2, times the first item in column 1 of B, 3, plus the second item in row 1 of A times the second item in column 1 of B, 5 times 4, plus the last item in row 1 of A times the last item in column 1 of B, 6 times 5, okay? It's always rows of first times columns of second. You multiply this way in your first matrix and this way in your second matrix. Okay? So therefore, our multiplication of A times B is going to equal 6 plus 20 plus 30 is going to equal 56. And that is going to be placed in a 1 by 1 matrix. That's our final answer. Now let's expand this out to something a little bit harder. Let's say I had A, which is a 2 by 2 matrix, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and B, which is also a 2 by 2 matrix, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's say now I wanted to do B times A. Let's do our little analysis with the orders. So this is going to be B times A. The order of B is a 2 by 2. The order of A is going to be a 2 by 2. So these numbers are exactly the same, therefore we're good to multiply. This number we bring down, this number we bring down, and the resultant matrix is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay? So remember row times column. We're going to be multiplying the rows of B times the columns of A. Okay? So keep that in mind. Let's demonstrate that. B times A is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix, so we're going to draw that out right here. And the first location in the 2 by 2 matrix is going to be row 1 of B times column 1 of A, which is going to be 5 times 1 plus 6 times 3. I'm going to need to move this little thing a bit further out to give me enough room. Okay, so that is going to be the first position in my resultant matrix. We're going across this way, rows, we're going down this way, times columns. I'm going to keep reiterating this because it's a pretty confusing topic. Okay? So remember, first element times first element, second element times second element. Next, we're going to move on to this part right here in our resultant matrix. So what do we do there? This is going to be row 1 still, but column 2. Okay? So we are going to be taking row 1 times column 2. So that's going to be a 5 times 2 plus a 6 times 4. I'm going to put a little comma here to represent this part from this part. Now I'm looking for row 2, column 1, which is this area right here. So I'm going to take row 2 and multiply it by column 1. Okay? So that's going to be 7 times 1 plus 8 times 3, comma. Remember, first times first, second times second. Now finally, I'm looking at row 2 times column 2, this area right here, okay? Which is going to be row 2 times column 2, as we have shown. That's going to be 7 times 2 plus 8 times 4, okay? Now we have all of the locations populated for our resultant matrix. Now it's time to just do the brute force multiplication. BA equals the matrix of 5 plus 18, comma, 10 plus 24, 7 plus 24, comma, 14 plus 32. And now we're going to do that simplification of addition one more time to get our final 2 by 2 matrix. 23, 34, 31, and 46. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we multiply matrices. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and enjoy life.